Welcome back, everyone. Beth Seibert's with us today, Allen County Commissioner. We're talking a little bit about tax abatements. Perfect timing for this. We had the announcement earlier this week for P&G's getting one for our 15 years. And I think some people hear that and they're like, this huge percentage of a tax abatement. They think, oh my gosh, we're giving away the store. But you said there's a little more to that, right?
There really is. And I appreciate opportunities to help the public understand the realities. So on Tuesday, the Board of Allen County Commissioners unanimously approved a 15-year tax abatement of 75%. And I think what's important to understand is, first of all, we're the third body in that series to make that approval. So Bath School District unanimously approved that. The Bath Township trustees before us unanimously approved it. And that makes it easy for us. But we see the tax abatement as an incentive to keep a wonderful corporate partner and business and employer here in Allen County that Procter & Gamble is, and they established themselves here back in 1968. And so this is an opportunity for us to abate the taxes on this $501 million additional development. And I think where some of the confusion happens is we are not abating taxes on their entire operation. It's just this expansion.
Right. Well, and I think some people will ask, I remember a commissioner told me years ago that if we don't offer this abatement, somebody else will. And there is a fear of that sometimes, right?
And the head of that, the local Lima plant, John Shaver, told us on Monday that they put a bid out to the corporation 2 years ago for this type of an expansion. And now they're back at the table. And yes, this expansion will happen somewhere in the United States.
Right.
We're hoping it's here in Lima. And 100% of the property tax on an undeveloped property that they already own versus 25% tax on a $500 million development, we're certainly going to benefit in these 15 years immensely.
Yeah, well, and we've talked about if it's 135 jobs, which we hear,
yep,
that's people paying taxes and those kinds. So there are some perifs that you got to think about, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking a $10 million additional payroll once this is developed and those 135 jobs are seated. And so I just also applaud the great efforts of the Allen Economic Development Group, Dave Stratton and his staff, because they're constantly out talking to established businesses about retaining their position here, expanding, and I think we have to be ready when these types of opportunities come in to help incentivize the decisions so that these expansions happen locally.
Somebody emailed me and said, how do you figure out the nuts and bolts of the 15 years and the 75%? Is that you guys and P&G and Dave Stratton, is that a group come together? How's that work?
I think it was a calculations put forth between the company and Allen Economic Development about how much money needed to be abated for whatever time frame.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we definitely look at that. What I also wanted to point out was the best place for citizens, for your viewers, to go find this kind of information. Go to the Allen County Auditor's website, do a property search on your own property, and then go to the distribution page. And there's a wonderful pie chart there that shows you where your property taxes go to. A big chunk of them goes to the school district. A very small piece goes to the Allen County General Fund. But I like to see citizens be educated.
Yeah, just 30 seconds left, but does it send a message to these kind of abatements and that you're business friendly to other businesses who may be looking to set up shop here?
I think it certainly does. Expand, set up shop, and again, 100% of an undeveloped property tax is very small, but 25%, especially on this expansion, is going to mean well over $500,000 annually.
Yeah, a lot of money there. All right, thank you, Beth. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good seeing you. Medical news coming up next on Noon Edition.